Alright guys, so we're going to do a steel cut test on S35vn, and this is the factory edge, and we're going to compare it to a polished wicked edge on same knife, same steel, but we're going to do the factory edge first, and then we're probably going to put in a work sharp 15-degree edge on this, and then kind of comparison scene. So stay tuned. Pretty interesting, guys. 250 cuts, quarter inch. I used the quarter inch rope again just because I had it. My freaking hand is like, both of them. No, it's kind of catching on paper now. After 250 cuts, I gave it maybe even a little longer than I should have. But again, this is the factory edge, straight from LA police gear. I mean, it's still probably. Catching a little bit, so I mean it could probably still go, so I'm gonna keep going. Alright, so we're at 300 cuts even, and it's still slicing decently, but I'm noticing it's catching a lot more. So I think we're gonna cut it, literally cut it there, haha. because it's not quite slicing as good as it was. It's not as consistent, and my hands are freaking like tired. That's 300 cuts. That's a lot. So we'll see how. So 300 cuts with the LA Police Gear S35vn knife, factory edge. So we're gonna see now how well the same knife does with a. Now this is a 20-degree edge from a wicked edge, which is mostly polished. God, my hand is like just sore right there. It's amazing how much this fatigues your hand doing this. We'll see how this does at a later time. We're going to edit it together. I'm going to give myself a break, but interesting to see how much this does, if it does more, if it does less. We'll see. Stay tuned. Alright, so we did 300 cuts with the factory edge on the LA Police Gear knife, and we're going to do this one now. Same knife, same steel with a polished edge on from the wicked edge on that. Very sharp. So we'll see how it compares. Stay tuned. Alright guys, there you have it. 360 cuts with the polished version of this knife, and that's 60 more cuts than the standard edge, factory edge from the same knife. Now they should have very similar grind angles. They should be, you know, they're not going to be exactly the same. I did put this on my wicked edge at 20 degrees, polished the edge. This is just a factory edge, so 60 more cuts out of the same steel, and it's still pretty sharp. I mean, I bet it'll still shave. Yeah, see, it's definitely dulled right where I was cutting up in this area. It's not even shaving, so it's pretty dull. Not dull, but it's not very sharp. So 60 more cuts. The point of this test was to see, do you get better edge retention out of a polished edge? I'm going to say absolutely yes, you do, because that's 60 more cuts with the same exact knife, same exact steel. So now the next thing we're going to do, and probably in a different video because my hands need a break. I don't know how Pete does this all the time. I'm going to put a 15-degree edge on this and polish it on the work sharp. Different sharpening system, different, you know, edge, everything, and see how well it does. That'll be the next test, and I feel like, you know, it'll be at least 360 if not more. So we'll see. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.